Believe it or not, this is pretty much you would expect for streets in the first century. That's it. That's a normal sized street in the first century. And so this would have been where we see the disciples, and actually the building here was where the upper room was located. They celebrated Feast of Passover here in the upper room. After they finished the celebration, Jesus was crucified. But you know, there's more to the story of this building, because after the crucifixion, after 3 days, Jesus rose from the dead. And when he did, one of the first places we see him recorded after the resurrection was in the upper room. He came back. But look at the size of these walls and these immense buildings. If you can imagine, he walked through the wall to come inside, and when he got inside, what did he find? He found that they were there. They were waiting for him. They were celebrating. They were praying. They were mourning because they had lost him. And so they came here. They spent some time. He came here. He visited with them in the upper room. This was so important to Christians in the first century that they rebuilt the building after the Romans destroyed it. The Romans destroyed it in the first century. When they rebuilt it, they wanted it to be so special that they added some interesting stones. These stones right over here are stones that came from the temple. This is actually part of the temple that was here in the first century. So they came in, they stood here, and they thought, this is a reminder of the real temple of God, the body, and the fact that he celebrated here with us the actual temple of God in this place. My name is Thomas, and I think about the guys that were here in the upper room after the resurrection. There was a guy named Thomas. We don't know a lot about him. I think he gets a really bad rap because it seems that he doubted that Jesus was risen from the dead. I understand that. It's a pretty hard story to believe. But so maybe he did doubt. But the fact of the matter is, how many of us today doubt that he's alive, well, and active in our world today? He's actually a participant in our daily life. He isn't dead. He isn't gone. He isn't invisible because he's here with us. He's part of us. So doubting Thomas, okay, he might have gotten a bad rap on that. The man at least did have faith and did believe when he saw it. Some of us, we don't believe no matter what we see and no matter how many times we see it, but he did, he believed, and he became one of those leaders, one of those who was the founders of those who followed Messiah.